This is my second day in Hong Kong. I am now leaving Shau Kei Wan MTR station, and I'm going to try to go somewhere today that I've never been in Hong Kong before. Let's go. I'll need to ride this bus to Shek O. But right now, there's nobody on the bus, not even a driver, so I'm waiting. On the bus, I'm gonna head for the upper deck. It's gonna be a bit bumpy, but steps are like that, aren't they? And, ooh, as usual, I'm gonna get me the front seat so I can get a cool view. Going on out of Shau Kei Wan. Going up. Up into the hills. Narrower road going way on up Tai Tam Road. And look how high we are. Just got off the bus. And here's where we are now. You can see the sea. We should be able to see even more of it as we hike up the Dragon's Back trail. And here I go on my way up the trail. Reach the first peak in the trail. It goes down from here, and here you can see one of the reasons I wanted to try this. I've been told the views here are spectacular. I'm guessing we still have quite a ways up to go though. Like I can see a tiny bit of trail up there. It's higher than where I am now. Oh well, it's the challenge, isn't it? Continuing toward Dragon's Back. Flat for now, but we'll be going up soon, something tells me. Dragon's Back. Beautiful view from here. I understand why this place is so popular. Yeah, look at this.
We had it first.
Yeah. But there's a lot more to the trail than just this viewpoint, so I think I'll continue. Pretty easy section of the trail for now. I'm sure it'll be different soon. Little bit of a view over here. Continuing along the trail up. Whew. Another vista point. Ooh, wow. Look at that. Look at the views. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. The mountains, the sea, the beach. Love it. Loving it. Wonderful. A hawk or other kind of bird of prey. And another amazing view. The sea and the mountains and the grass and the golf course and the hawk. Yet another angle. This one clearly showing the golf course. path continuing up here. Very nice vista right here. And we are not far now from that peak I saw earlier. I'll be up at the top in just a bit. I might have to rest a little before I really get all the way up those steps though. At least it's not the stairs of Kirith Ungol. At least when I reach the top, I should have some beautiful views and not, you know, the ash-choked plains of Gorgoroth, and across it, the mountain of fire, Orodruin. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is Lord of the Rings. I don't think you get most of those names if you only saw the films, but definitely in the books. I made it to that peak. The climb wasn't as bad as I thought. And behind me is the sea. And the mountains. This is the way ahead. And it doesn't look like much of anything is any higher than I already am. So, well, it's not fair to say it's all downhill from here because I'm sure there'll be tons of ups and downs. But I may well have conquered the worst of it, which that's pretty cool if I do say so myself. Apparently I've been 1.5 kilometers since where I started my journey, Tote-1. A little longer to get to Taitam Gap. Let's keep going. Got a sign here that tells me what I'm seeing as I look out to the west. Apparently that really distant landmass is actually Lama Island, which is another place I really like here in Hong Kong. But other than that, you've got a bunch of mountains here. Over here apparently is Stanley, which I've been to a few times. Another nice place to go here on Hong Kong Island. Continuing along a pretty flat path. There's the sea. But along we continue. Ooh, the city. I can see the big skyscrapers in that gap there. Definitely some more up hills. So far haven't been too bad. Beautiful little cove here. Long way down now. Bumpy because of the steps. Like it says to go this way. Apparently there's another path this way, but it says don't go this way. I won't. Kind of reminds me of the "I'd turn back if I were you" sign in The Wizard of Oz. Well, let's just keep moving this way. Now very much on a descending path. Wonder if we'll be going back up again later. It's like we've rejoined the trail we forked off of a bit ago, probably at least an hour ago. Coming down from the dragon's back as I expected. Here's a map. Okay, I now see where we are. Good enough. Still got a ways to go. Let's get going then. Now that we're down from the dragon's back, the path is a lot smoother for now. A lot more level. We'll see if that lasts though. can also sometimes be rough with rocks like this. Slight ascent through here, but not much. Also, not as much to see on this section of trail now that we're off the Dragon's Back. More just vegetation and rocks, but it's still a nice walk. This is interesting. Secluded with a little stream here running down the waterfall. Almost a waterfall. In my family, I think we call this a shishy-wishy. Weird old family joke. Mom, if you're watching this, you know what I mean. Oh, and the little view of the sea again. And a boat. Cool. Let's keep going. Hey, another quick view of the sea. Slightly obscured by some... I don't know what those plants are. Whatever they are, we better press on. I keep encountering people coming the other direction on this trail. Most of them I give a nice little joseon to. That's Cantonese for good morning. Haven't been overtaking or overtaken by anybody though. I don't know if I chose the direction less traveled or what. Interesting. The dirt trail has ended and now we've got a concrete path. Going very much down, whereas the dirt trail before was quite level. Alright, I got a road sign. Obviously I'm going away from Dragon's Back. I could head for Tai Tam Gap now, just 1/4 kilometer, or I can go 2.5 kilometers to Big Wave Bay. And I do believe I've got the time. I think I'm going to go to Big Wave Bay. This way. Here's where I started at Totewan Village. I proceeded up along the red dots, along the Dragon's Back. And then this road up here to where I am now. The distance I've gone since the paths converged took me a lot less time though because it was so flat. And yeah, it looks like I'm going to proceed this way to Big Wave Bay. Wonder how flat or steep this way will be. Guess I'll see. So far, quite an easy trail. Paved, slight ascent, but not much. We'll see if it gets any harder as we go on. Ooh. You can see the city from here. Well, that's cool. Though I admit I don't know exactly what part of Hong Kong I'm looking at now. And since I don't have data on my phone, Google Maps won't work for me to figure it out. So I found out this is Chai Wan. It's a fairly eastern part of Hong Kong Island. It's actually the end of the island line. So that's where I am now. But I should probably make progress toward Big Wave Beach now. Also, about Chai Wan, don't confuse it with Wan Chai. Wan Chai is much closer to Central. They're very different places. They're easy to confuse in English, a little more distinct in Chinese, since while the Wan is the same Chinese character, the Chai is not. But anyway, we continue. Earlier I said Big Wave Beach. Apparently it's Big Wave Bay, silly me. And it's only 1.5 kilometers away. We're getting there. I was told there'd be a fairly steep descent. I was not lied to. Meandering our way down. Not as steep any longer. But still definitely going down. Leash your large dog. Not going to be possible since I do not have a large dog. Down we go. Back to going down some steps again. Wonder if we're getting closer. Well, we're definitely getting closer. Wonder if we're getting close. Yes, this must be it. We're entering a village now. And this, Tai Long Wan, is actually just a transliteration of Big Wave Bay. Instead of translating into English, they're transliterating it. Yeah, it looks like we have to pass through this village first, and then we'll be at the bay over there. Some little houses here. I wonder what it'd be like to live somewhere like this. Seems like an enchanting place. Not close to anything though, so don't know how much fun it would be trying to go to work unless you do something right here. But if you had a job in the big buildings in Central, guess you'd have to get a bus to Shao Kei Wan and then the Island Line. Welcome to Big Wave Bay. This way to the beach and the car park. Which I believe the car park is where I can find my way back to Shao Kei Wan. And I made it to the beach at Big Wave Bay. Wow, pretty cool. Okay, it's windy and cold. I don't get why people want to go swimming in that. But hey, I won't rain on anyone else's parade. If that's what they want to do, they get to do it. For me, I'm just going to enjoy the view. And here's the beach from another perspective. With some trees just to top it all off. Ooh, those are some beautiful waves. There's a pretty good wave there. Oops. Someone wiped out. Oops. They had it for a moment though. Pretty cool. Longer than I would have caught a wave. For being a California boy, you'd think I'd know how to surf. No, I don't. I tried it once. Could not get the basic concept of it at all. Ah, the sea. Who was it? Flaubert, who said that there were 3 truly beautiful things: the sea, Hamlet, and Mozart's Don Giovanni. I definitely agree, those are 3 beautiful things. Looks like there's even another trail over there going up the hill. But I haven't got time for any more hiking today. It's about time for me to start heading back. Here we got a red minibus to Shao Kei Wan. We're going back. And off we go on this minibus. You may notice there's actually a speedometer that the passengers can see. Apparently they added these because there were were some pretty scary accidents involving these minibuses in the past. Drivers going too fast. Just make sure the passengers can see how fast the driver was going. On my way back to Wan station, and from there I'll get the MTR back. So it's been a nice little hike up Dragon's Back and all the way to Big Wave Bay. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more of this trip to Hong Kong, this would be a great time for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you all next time. Bye.